Yes, yes, yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. Let me turn myself up in the cans. Yes, yes, yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins. I hear myself twice. Combat Radio. This is terrible. This is terrible. Okay, so let's get that under control. What's going on? What's going on? Let's close this down as we proceed. Okay, move this out the way. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, let me fix my screen. Okay, it's good. Okay, hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And today, well, first of all, hold on a second. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's close that down and bring this up. Okay, what's the visibility like? Visibility is good. Okay, so what are we talking about? No. Still racing ahead. Let's do this thing systematically. Let's do a proper sound check. Okay, let's come out to that and get into this. So the sound check. And get into this. Okay, that sounds good. Sound check. Let's close that down and bring the beat back. Okay, so what are we doing today? Okay, so Kambosos shocks Teofimo Lopez to defeat. Okay, I don't know if he shocked him into defeat. But defeated him is what he did. Okay, Philip Roberts up in the building. Okay, what we doing here? We've done the sound check. Oh, okay. Well, as people populate, ERF Boxing up in the building. So let me drop the link straight away. Hold on, what did I just do? Let's bring that up. Let me drop the link in. Where are we? Boom. Okay, so link is in the chat. And first things first, let me share this. Let me share this in the secret society. That's not it. That's not what I want to share. Okay, so we're going to be talking about, Lopez Kambosos or Kambosos Lopez. And of course, we're going to be talking about the Fulton Figueroa fight. And got a little treat for you too. A little treat besides that little cherry on the cake. But first things first, let me get this thing shared. Let the people know. Wake the town and tell the people. Okay. Let's do this. Let's copy that. Paste that. Let's see if it works. Yes, works a treat. Okay, let's drop that in a couple more spots. And then we're ready to roll. Boom. Okay, where we at? Let's drop this over there. Boom. And one more location. Boom. Okay. So let's drop that down. And let's pin this at the top. Okay. Excellente. Excellente. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Who else has joined us? Alexandra. I'm not going to try the second name. I'm not going to try the second name. Let me take a sip of my drink and let's get into this shiznix. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My bad. One more thing I need to do. Let me do this with the WhatsApp. Let me do this with the WhatsApp so everybody knows. Everybody knows. Swear the town. Tell the people. So everybody knows. Uh-oh. Everybody knows. Uh-oh. Let's drop that down. Let's click share. Boom. Boom. We are live. We are live. Okay. Let's have a look how that looks. Yes, okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's good. Okay. There have been storms in the UK. There have been storms in the UK. There is snow underfoot. There is snow underfoot. And you know, when it's cold and there's snow and it gets really cold, sub-zero, there is ice. And, you know, regular listeners will know that Rafi don't like walking on ice. But I braved it today. Braved it. Braved the snow, which doesn't really concern me. It's the ice. It's the ice I don't like. But I had to get my steps in. And so I decided to brave the ice today. Well, the snow and the ice. But fortunately, just before I set out, it started snowing again, which was perfect. Because the snow coated the ice, made it less slippery, and the Rafi had his walk without any form of slippage. No slippage and no incidences. Returned home in one piece. So I'm very grateful. Very grateful. It's cold as a mother out there. But yeah, had to get those steps in. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Where do we start? How deep are we into this thing? Okay, well, let's start with a little bit of, would you call it comic relief, or would that be bad to call it comic relief? I don't know. You be the judge. So let's fix up the screen and let's get into the start of this thing. Let's drop that down. What we're looking for. Okay. So as you may know, there was a Triller. There was a Triller event on the weekend, Saturday night. And we had one of the comedy moments of the weekend. Or is it a comedy moment or is it a very serious moment? You be the judge. Okay, so it was Kubrat Pulev facing ex-UFC champion Frank Mir. And this was very reminiscent of Tim Sylvia of the UFC, ex-UFC guy versus OMG. Yeah, Ray Mercer. His name almost slipped me there. How embarrassing. Okay, so let's take a little looky. Let's have a little looky at the moment of the weekend. Let's have a little looky. Oops. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oops. Hold on. Uno momento. Uno momento. Hold on. We have to pause that there. Let me get back into it. Okay, so you see the right hook. And now Frank Mir is suspended. Somewhat statuesque. Let's have a look. OMG. And the referee just stands there and looks. Dan Murgliata of the UFC, probably one of the preeminent, most useless referees in the history of the game. And we see him here just watching Frank Mir, who's in statue mode. Let's go. Still, Dan Murgliata is just standing there like an imbecile, doing nothing. Frank Mir has been out on his feet probably for about 5 seconds straight now, and Dan Murgliata is just standing there. And you have to wonder who's the biggest statue, Dan Murgliata or Frank Mir. Took him a lifetime to get in there and stop that shiznix. OMG. Comedy moment of the weekend, or the most crazy, dangerous, ridiculous moment of the weekend? You tell me. And in comes the ERF boxing. Eric, how you doing? Uh-oh, where's Eric? Eric, I hope you haven't got stage fright, mate. I know people have problems with their mute buttons on this thing. So maybe Eric is having problems with his mute button. OMG. Yeah. The referee in the Pulev fight was atrocious. Yeah, the UFC referee goes by the name of Dan Murgliata. Got to be one of the worst referees in the history of combat sports. Eric? Come in when you're ready, Eric. When you're on, I don't even think you're muted. Okay. So, staggering, absolutely staggering. Where is it? Let's have another little looky. Oh, Pulev lines up the jab with the intention of coming over with the right. Boom, and catches him. A peach, absolute peach of a shot on the UFC, ex-UFC fighter champion Frank Mir, jiu-jitsu specialist. And Frank Mir is out on his feet. Remember Terry Harper the other day? Well, at least she turned to a pillar of salt, but Frank Mir has turned into blancmange. He's just rocking and rolling. Boom. And Murgliata should have stopped it immediately, but he lets him take a free shot, left hook to the jaw. And still, Murgliata just stands there. One of the preeminent worst referees on. I can hear Eric, and then he's muted himself. Now I can hear him again. I can hear you, Eric. I can hear you. You're playing hide and seek, Eric. What's going on? Playing hide and seek. I haven't played that in years, mate. What's going on?
No, I've been trying to connect my Bluetooth and it's messing up. I don't know if I've got any feedback or.
1 2 1 2. No. Seems okay. Seems good to rock and roll. Have you seen this? Have you seen Frank Mir versus Pulev? Have you seen this?
Yeah, literally about 5 minutes ago, before I was waiting to come on here, I was just scrolling through YouTube and I've seen a link to, it said Kubak Pulev by KO, so I had a look at it and this was shocking. Why did the referee stand for about, he literally stood and watched Mir and was like, Mir's legs had gone. Like he was literally, his legs was like jelly.
Yeah.
And the referee just stood there and was like, well, you might as well carry on. Pulev was like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
When you look at Pulev is stood there like, what do you want me to do now? Am I supposed to hit him again?
Boom.
Oh, right then.
MG. Right on the tip of the chin. Beautiful shot by Pulev. Beautiful shot by Pulev. And right there, he was out, Eric.
Yep. And Pulev just stood there and was just like, "Well, are you going to stop this?"
Are you going to stop this or what are we doing? Are we finished or we done? Are we finished or we done? What's going on?
Pulev was like, "We're done, right?"
Yeah.
Uh,
Dan Murgliata jumps in. Looks like he's jumping in. Then he jumps back out again. Look at him. That's Dan Murgliata for you. Look at him. Look at him. The worst referee currently in the UFC, and he's been bad. He's always been bad. He's always been bad. He's always been bad. It's a good thing that Pulev had stopped fighting. Yeah, damn good thing.
100%. It's funny, this triad thing, because I believe the boxers lost. Most of the boxers actually. The only actual decent boxer in that whole tournament thing, what they did, won by knockout.
Yeah.
I didn't know any. I didn't know any other. I don't think I recognize any. I didn't really look deep into it, but I don't think I recognize any other of the boxers that was in there. But there was quite a few ex-UFC guys in there who had fought at top level. I've noticed, and then I've not like I said, I saw the press conference because one of my favorite people in the world, Mr. Shannon Briggs, was trending on YouTube. So I went through that whole of looking at what he was doing.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason why I knew about this. And I realized that Pulev was there, but everybody else I didn't really know.
No,
recognize.
No names. A lot of no names up in there. In comes Kal-El. The standing wobble seems to be a trend at the moment. It certainly does. What's going on? Yes. Salute to the Combat Radio Nation. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon for news and notifications. Okay, so what's going on here? Dan had money on the second round. OMG. Okay, yes, the big boys boxing up in the building. What a hell of a weekend. Well, he's been in the UFC for a long time. Over 10 years easily. And he's always been bad. Yes. Okay. There are a ton of unknown journeymen on that card, indeed. Alexander Flores, the guy who can make. Oh yeah, Alexander Flores, him. I remember him. The Ortiz guy, and Lady Chan up in the building. How do you shout out to the Rafi, the Eric? Salute to the chat. I love a good upset. Yes, indeed. We're gonna get into that.
Absolutely, Sean.
100%. I'm not feeling that triangle ring. Not feeling the triangle thing. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's get that out of here. What is that there? How do I drop that? Drop that simply like that. Actually, did I want to drop that? Yeah, I'll drop that. What am I going to bring up in its place? Where are we? Not that. Definitely not that. What we're looking at here. Shall we go into the, I know what we're going to do. What is it? Lopez versus Kambosos. Okay.
Let's see what. That's what the people are waiting for. This is what the people are waiting for.
So we're getting straight into it. That was the warm up. And let me share my screen and let's talk about it. Where is it? Okay, how does that look up there? Looks a bit much. Can I alter that any? If I happen to click on it. No. Is this copyrighted? Probably. Let's not take a chance. Let's make sure it's muted. And let's see if we can get it just a little bit bigger. Okay. No, let's try again. Let's try something different. Try that. Okay, I think that should be okay. Let's do it like so. Okay, I can live with that. Cut the scrolling, and we're good to go. Why is it scrolling? Because I got too many windows open. What can we drop down? Yeah, let's drop that down. Let's see if that helps any. Let's drop. What can I drop? What can I get rid of? Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's leave that scrolling. It'll sort itself out. Okay, so Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos. Watched it last night. Everybody expected Lopez to win, but Kambosos had other ideas. You see, Kambosos has been in training camp for as long as Lopez, but Kambosos perhaps was more focused than Lopez. Lopez has been going through all kinds of things in the last year, having to negotiate with Triller, go around Bob Arum, who didn't want to spend on this fight, got the big bag from Triller, but then the COVID hit and delays hit, then COVID hit, and next thing you know, they've been in training camp for the best part of a whole darn year. But it seems that one fighter dedicated himself to the task, and one fighter was dedicated to all kinds of external matters. And that fighter was Teofimo Lopez. Most unfortunate, but Teofimo came out in the first round trying to take off Kambosos' head, trying to take Kambosos' head off. And he failed dramatically. It was a very disrespectful approach. Kambosos, the undefeated Australian, the Greek Australian, who dedicated himself to studying Lopez and finding his patterns and countering those established patterns. Meanwhile, Lopez is in there trying to take off the man's head. Rookie mistake, going in there in the first round, over emotional, disrespectful, thinking he was just going to walk over and take the man's head off. Well, it ain't that easy. Kambosos ain't no punk. So what possessed Teofimo Lopez to just think he was going to walk in there and take off Kambosos' head? Well, he failed dramatically. And instead, he himself got put on his ass in the very first round. And that set the tone. It was hard. It was hard going. Even though I think I gave him the second and third round to Teofimo. I think, hold on, let me have a quick look. Yeah, second and third. Yeah, I gave the second and third to Teofimo. Even though I did that, it was clear who the better boxer was on the night. And it was not Teofimo Lopez. It was Kambosos. Kambosos on his left side. I said it before. I told you before. If you haven't checked out the video, please feel free to do so. Not now, later. Kambosos' left side with the jab, the educated jab with the check hook, with the hook to the body, hook to the head, mixing it up, and then a sweet overhand right. And then the footwork that Teofimo Lopez seemed unable to deal with, following him all around the ring and getting out jabbed, getting out worked, getting out hooked, getting out boxed. Thoroughly and comprehensively outboxed, outthought, out footworked. He was out everything. And he was damn well out of luck too. Because by the time he came to, by the time he got his wits about him, by the time he realized that he was in a boxing match, by the time he realized he was up against a man that he had to respect, it was the middle of the fight. What are we talking about? Round 6? I gave that to Kambosos. Round 7, Kambosos. Round 8, Kambosos. Round 9, Teofimo. Although that goes against most people's scorecards. That could be a mistake, but that's what I've written down anyway. Round 10, Teofimo. Round 11, Teofimo. 10-8 round. He dropped Kambosos. But Kambosos looked out of it for the whole of that round, but it came back much to my surprise and many people's surprise, I would imagine. Came back in the 11th round and won it. Then it was down to the 12th round on some people's scorecards, but Kambosos took that too. And that's all she wrote. The writing was on the wall. Eric, ERF Boxing. The writing was on the wall when he lost. I thought Lopez might have rallied in the 12th round, but he couldn't even do that. ERF Boxing.
Yeah, I was. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah. I had it scored very similar to you. Although the 9th round I did give to Kambosos. Yeah, I gave the 9th round to Kambosos, but every other round, that's exactly how I scored it. Yeah. And going into that 6, 5, 6, 7, and 8. After 8, I was just like, right, Kambosos, all you need to do is stay on your feet because you've got that knockdown, you've controlled the fight. Teo I honestly, he looks like a fighter that believed that he only needs to touch Kambosos once.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to do anything else. So he in his head, it was like, oh, it's all right. I'm gonna catch him. It was sort of the Deontay Wilder effect. Oh, I'm gonna catch him. It don't matter. I'm gonna catch him. He can win these rounds. I'm gonna catch him. And his boxing skill was not there. The only time he won rounds was when he started jabbing to the body and double jabbing to the body and then going upstairs. The 4 rounds, did I give him 4 rounds? Yeah, no, I think I gave him 3 rounds. Second, third. He's definitely won second, third, and the 10th. I think I gave him 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And even at the 10th round, he wasn't even doing that. He just Kambosos stayed. As he was pulling out, Teo managed to catch him.
Yeah.
But after the second and the third round, when Teo actually won those rounds, I thought, all right, now he's going to settle down and get to boxing, realizing he's not going to blast this guy out of here. And he didn't do that. He did not do that. There was something off about him the whole way through. And Kambosos boxed like a professional.
Yes. And
also, I think Teo was surprised of how tough he was. Yeah. To stand it, even after Kambosos was winning around in the on the stretch, he won the 4, 5, 6, and 7. The stretch he won of rounds. Kambosos at the end of those rounds still stood toe to toe and was swinging with Teo, and I think Teo was just like, "Oh shit, he's actually standing there with me." Yeah,
and. He was standing there, and but it was too late. It was too late.
And he was getting the better of that as well. Kambosos was actually getting the better of the exchanges when they did stand toe to toe.
Yeah,
there wasn't at any point of this fight Teo looked in control.
No.
But like Big Boys Boxing said, he did fall in love with himself. He thought he'd beaten Lomachenko, and that's all it took to be great. And he was focused on everyone and everything else. Going to all these boxing shows with his belts, he's undisputed. His dad is a terrible trainer, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely. The first round after he got dropped, he gave him like 3 conflicting statements. He was just like, "What you doing, bro? What you doing, bro? Get him out of here, bro." And then in the second breath, he was like, "Bro, take your time, bro. You need to take your time." And I'm like, "What are you talking? Why? He's just been dropped.
Madness.
Why are you not telling him to get on your jab and take it? Get on your jab. Use your double jab. No the whole fight. There was no instruction from his corner. But what you doing, bro? You got that round, bro. What round? What round were you talking about? Yeah, we got that round. I think I don't know if you saw it at one point. They did a little image of his dad in the corner, and his dad had his hat off. He was like, he couldn't believe what was happening. Then the round ended. He got into the corner. He was like, "Yeah, bro, that was our round, bro." And I'm like, You've just stood there for the last 30 seconds. The camera's been on you. You looked worried as hell, like thinking, what the hell is going on? And then you get in the corner and you lie to your fighter. You literally lied to your fighter, telling him he won a round he didn't win. So I'm not surprised when Teo comes out at the end of the fight saying, "I won 10-2." Because
he's listening to his dad. That's what his dad told him.
His dad's been telling him he's winning these rounds when he but Teo should know better. He's in there. He's knows it.
He's in there. But if you go back to your corner, and they're telling you winning, you think, "Oh, I'm winning. Oh, damn, I thought I lost that one." Okay, fair enough. So these rounds I think I'm losing, I'm actually winning. I think it was one of the rounds that he clearly lost. He went back to his corner, and his father said, "Yeah, good. You won that one too." And I thought, OMG. The man clearly lost a round, clearly lost a couple of rounds, and each time he went back to his corner, his father told him that he won those rounds. So what the hell is he going to think at the end of the fight? He's going to think he won 10-2. That's what he thought. He thought he won 10-2. That's what his corner was telling him. And I can't confirm it, but I heard word that Teofimo Sr., he got rid of some of the training staff.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They had Joey Gamache. They had him, and Kambosos actually touched on that in the final press conference. Kambosos said, "You got too big for your boots in a roundabout. You got too big for your boots. You've got rid of your whole team, thinking you're too good. You're too good." Kambosos said it in the final press conference, saying, "You got rid of your whole team." He says, "I've got my same team. You got rid of your." He says, "You've changed. Those belts have changed you, and no one wants to be around you no more."
Wow. Yeah. So it's confirmed. Yeah, he got rid of half of his team. Thought he just, probably his dad got rid of the half of the team. Probably his dad got rid of half of the team. But how the hell are you getting rid of half of your team just because you beat Lomachenko? You beat Lomachenko and you think you don't need anybody anymore. You got rid of Joey Gamache, a very good tactician. You got rid of him and you thought everything was going to be hunky-dory. Madness. And instead you left with your dad who's telling you when you come back from losing a round, your dad's telling you that you won the round. No wonder you were so delusional at the end. No wonder you thought that you won 10-2. Because it's because of your dad telling you nonsense in the corner. I also heard that your dad was telling you that you're going to go partying after the fight. Well, the only place you went to after the fight was the hospital, my friend. Yeah, got too big. Did Teofimo Lopez get too big for his boots? That's the way it looks. That's the way it seems. Lunging aggressively, flustered by Kambosos' jab, hand speed, movement. Excellent fight. Yeah, Teo not setting anything up with his jab was the beginning of the end. Yeah, where was the jab? What jab? Didn't have any jab. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And somebody asked me earlier on this morning, I said, "Raph, what was the game plan?" Well, I said, the game plan A was to knock Kambosos out with one punch. And plan B was to knock Kambosos out with one punch. They didn't have no game plan. They thought that what's his name? Lopez's skill alone was just gonna get him there. No. Because for one, it looks like there was a weight issue. It looks like there was a weight issue on the part of Lopez. Looked a lot bigger than Kambosos. Looks like he may have struggled at the weight. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, that's what they said at the end of the fight. They said that I said that we got to go up now. I'll stay down here for what, a year, 2 years. They kept me down here, kept me weight drained. And as a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, we have an article. Yeah. Said, I won that 10-2, but that was his dad. Gassing him up. His dad had him believing that he was winning rounds that he was losing. Terrible advice in the corner of Teofimo Lopez. Got rid of his team. That was a big mistake. I hope he realizes it. Because I actually like Teofimo in the ring, at least, generally speaking, when he's dedicating himself to his craft, which he's done previously. But tonight or last night, he did not. That was not a man who had dedicated himself to his craft. Absolutely not. Crocodile Dundee took all the gold back down under. Took it back down under. The Greek Australian. Okay, let's have a look at a few more of these comments before we move on. Fell in love with his power. Made himself a one-trick pony. I scored it Kambosos 114 to 112. I had it for Kambosos. What was my scorecard? 112 to 115. Yeah, very close. Let's have a look. Thought the Teo listened to all that hype. And he took the fight lightly. Yeah, ridiculous. Didn't respect his opponent and paid the price. What's this year? Aryan Yudha. I must be the only one here that thought it was a draw. But I could see it 7-5 Kambosos. Yeah, I think if you saw it as a draw, you're probably a big Teofimo Lopez fan, which is understandable. But no, I think he got thoroughly thrashed. The apple don't fall too far from the cart. Okay. Yeah, you're stronger than him. Yeah, what the hell hey, he needs to get the team back. He needs to get his team back because his dad was giving him some damn awful advice. Absolute terrible advice. Not even a game plan. Plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Yeah, he doesn't want to do that to himself. Teofimo is a wannabe Wilder. He don't want to do that. He don't want to go down that road. I need to get Joey Gamage back, get his team back. I thought he was nothing. They were going to walk right through him. Well, they got a shock of their lives. No method to the madness. No method to the madness whatsoever. ERF boxing is back. I think he's back. Okay. Shiz Biz up in the building. Okay. Hey, for Kambosos. Okay, I can hear Eric. I can hear ERF boxing. He's back.
Yeah, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
No problem. Smash that like button, folks. Smash that like button. Okay. So, what are we saying now? Okay. Well, let's go to this article. Let me line it up properly. Okay. Is this it? Okay. Looks like it. Let me just get it right. Okay. I think this looks right. Okay. Let's stop sharing that and start sharing this. Okay. Let's have a look. Nope. That ain't gonna work. That is better. Is this even better still? Okay. Yes. That is 7-5. Okay, so it was an easy fight. Teofimo Lopez dad slams George Kambosos' Jr.'s win and rules out a rematch to eye a Josh Taylor return. Okay, let's have a look at this article. Okay, so what's going on here? So Teofimo Lopez Sr. slammed George Kambosos Jr.'s win over his son and said they will snub a rematch to move up to Josh Taylor's division. Okay, so Lopez was dethroned of his unified WBA, IBF, WBO, WBC franchise belt, title, whatever, cape, whatever it is. Okay, so, but his furious dad refused to accept the loss and claimed they did not lose one single round. Lopez Sr. said it was an easy fight for him. He won every round. To me, he won every round. OMG, the delusion is alive. Okay, you can give Kambosos 2 rounds, 3 rounds, even 4 rounds. But what happened to us was just horrible. Kambosos 28 had Lopez 24 down in the first round. Blah, 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 blah. I want to hear from Lopez Sr. Okay. Lopez Sr. said, no rematch, man. My mistake was leaving my son at 135 so long, because in this game, you got to knock everybody out. If you don't knock everybody out, this is what happens. It's a complete robbery. We dictated the fight from the beginning, aggressively taking all those points. Everybody in the world knows what happened. Everybody's saying he won 9-3, 10-2. The whole arena saw it, and it was just disgusting. I could not believe what they just did to us. But you know what? They just stained on us. What? They just stained us? Stained? Stained? That don't sound good. Stained. We're going to go up to 140, get the fight in February, and then fight Josh Taylor in the springtime. We're going to do what we said we were going to do. This doesn't change anything. I don't believe in just decisions because they can be compromised the same way they compromised us in the Olympics. Everything can be bought. That's why I teach my boy, you got to take them out. If you don't take them out, they could do something to us. Okay. Is that it? Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah. So Teofimo Sr. says it was an easy fight. Teofimo, dad slams George Kambosos' win. It was an easy fight. DRF Boxing, are you back with us? It was an easy fight. Okay. Oh, he's gone. Disappeared. What's going on? Okay, so let's go into the chat. What's this? I can't see Teo changing because of the ignorance he and his dad aren't showing. Yeah, showing some madness. They're definitely showing some madness. What's going on? TKO22 up in the building. Lopez Sr. got exposed as a trainer. Yeah, that was not good at all. That was not good at all. ERF Boxing. You got low signal there. Low signal there. Oh, you got full bars now. What's this? Taylor will pick him apart if Teo fights the same way. Teo fought really badly. Teo didn't fight to his capabilities. Not at all. Teo takes this mindset into the Josh Taylor fight. Josh Taylor will slap him silly. Lopez still got the ring belt. No. The ring belt was on the line. He lost that. Who's got the ring belt now? Does Kambosos get the ring belt? Ring belt? Yeah, good question. Good question indeed. Okay. Let's have a further look. Teo's face was a mess. Yeah, it was. I think I was saying that from like the 5th or the 6th. I think the 6th round. The RF Boxing. You're struggling over there, my friend. You're struggling with the technology. What's going on? Okay. The RF Boxing struggling with the technology, fighting the technology, fighting the power. Okay. Right. So, where are we? Let's have a look. Where am I? Okay, Teo's face was a mess. Indeed, it was. Yeah. Okay, Eric, you okay? You okay, Eric? I honestly don't think Teo will even get a Taylor fight with nothing to offer. Yeah, he's not just going to walk into a Taylor fight off a loss. That don't make no sense whatsoever. He's going to have to build himself up again. I mean, I think the best thing, well, hey, Kambosos was never number 2. Okay. Yes. RDCR. Yes, greetings, one and all. Okay. So, what else is there to say on that topic? Let me get this picture up because this picture is worthy. How do we do this? Okay. Let's stop sharing that. Where is that? What is that picture? Where is that picture? I cannot see the picture. Where is it? Oh, that's not it. cancel that. And start sharing that again. Maybe that's it. That is it indeed. That is it indeed. Okay. It's the Iron Kong up in the building. Okay. So, I don't know. I guess it's time for a poll. Is it time for a poll before we move on? I think it might be time for a poll. People deserve a poll. Okay, let's do a poll. What next for Teo? Okay, that's a good question. I've just come up with what next for Teo. Let's have a look. I just heard. Okay, all right. Okay, this is good. I heard it that time. Okay, and in comes the man like the big boys boxing up in.
How you going, Raph?
How you doing, big boys boxing? How's it going?
I'm good, man.
Okay, sweet as a nut.
It's not going to play out.
I know you watched the fight. And you got some thoughts and observations.
Yeah, man.
That's you, big. Yeah.
Watched the Mickey Bay fight before, and thought to myself, geez, this Kambosos guy could be a real problem if Teo can't get him out of there early. Just the way he was slipping punches and counter shots, and sure enough, at the end of that round, once I saw that knockdown, I thought, oh, I smell an upset straight away.
Yeah.
And sure enough, man, he just outthought Teo, and Teo had that one game plan. And if you can't adjust to your opponent, and your opponent's getting the better of you, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
So, very well done, George Kambosos.
Very well done. Very well done indeed. I don't think there's a rematch clause.
No, it was mandatory, so no rematch.
Yeah. No rematch.
Unless it's Anthony Joshua, there ain't no mandatory rematches.
There you go. I don't think so. No rematch. Although they can volunteer, Team Kambosos can volunteer to rematch him there. I think they'd like to rematch him down under.
Oh, but that'd be interesting. I'd still like to see him take on Devin Haney, though. Go for undisputed. Why not?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's my preference. I mean, absolutely, that without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt or question. That's what we've been waiting for. If he fights Devin Haney for undisputed, and damn, that's I'd certainly prefer that over a rematch any day, hands down. And what is this year? Okay, Cal L's changed his avatar. Very bright. That's that Superman, yeah. What we got here? Oh, damn, have I done the poll yet? I think I lost my concentration halfway through. Hold on. Okay, what next for Teo? What next for Teo? Question mark. What is that? Rematch or 140? 140. What next? What's best? What's next for Teo? I'm going to leave it at that. 140 LB. What next for Teo? Boom. Okay. So what do you think, Eric? Are we good? Eric? No. Okay. Big Boys Boxing. What next? What next for Teofimo Lopez?
He's having too much trouble with making the weight. But at 140, it's a different kettle of fish. I don't think he should be jumping straight into a Taylor fight or even as a Pater fight. I think maybe he should take on someone like a Branchik or something like that. To get his feet in the 140 division. If he jumps straight into a title fight, there's only one man he's going to be fighting, and he's going to get beaten up way worse than he did on the weekend.
Yeah. So What do you think? What do you attribute the loss to? What do you attribute the loss to? Teofimo's loss to? Because everybody thought he was going to win, but he lost. So, have you got any theories on what you attribute the loss to?
As I, he fell in love with himself after beating Loma, thing on earth. And if you're being realistic, you're looking at Lomachenko. He's a great boxer, but he's not a 135 natural fighter.
Yeah,
he's a little dude. So. He let it go to his head, and I think he was beaten before he even got to the ring, thinking he's going to knock him out in one round. What a knob.
Yeah. When he came in with that attitude, when he came in with that disrespectful attitude, amateur attitude, I knew he was going to be in for a long night, because when you come in with that attitude and then you get put on your ass, it's going to take a little while to adjust. It's going to take a little while to adjust your mindset, to readjust your mindset, to reset, to hit that reset button. And I don't think he ever did. He never really came back from that, from his own poor mindset. He never really came back from that.
Indeed. And I think it's going to continue with this ignorance and denial, and it's only going to make things worse. They're not going to learn anything from it if they keep going on the way they're going on.
Yeah. He's going to have to change his mindset for sure. He's going to have to humble himself. He apparently he got to feeling that he was the best thing since sliced bread, and it don't work that way. It's a very humbling sport. You can be humbled in a blink of an eye, and Teofimo Lopez got severely humbled, fell into that mindset. I am the man, but you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to put the work in. You can't be firing your training staff, getting rid of Joey Gamage, and not expect to miss them. It's very, very silly. Very, very silly. Don't make sense. It don't add up. Can't do that. You have to keep. If you got a strong team, you got to keep your strong team. If anything, you should be looking to make your team stronger, not looking to strip it down. Don't make no sense whatsoever. ERF boxing. Are you with us? Can't hear anything. That ain't good. You can hear me though. Big Boys Boxing.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Yeah, we it's on your end, and bro, it's on your end, bro. Yeah, yeah, it's on your end. Okay, that was a little pop-up message there. What's this here? Branchek Lopez would be a great fight indeed. Maybe T.O. fight at the catch weight. Taylor would destroy him. I don't think Taylor's going to be interested in any catch weight stuff. Back to square one for T.O. T.O. needs to wait for Taylor to move up before he goes to 140.
That's about right.
Buddy. That shows Loma was telling the truth. Him having a shoulder injury versus T.O., in my opinion. Well, yeah, we know he had that. We saw him in hospital. So yeah, that's legit. He did have. I think that's legit. I think most people accept that. I think so. What makes T.O. think he wants to fight him? What makes T.O. think that Taylor wants to fight him? I think Taylor would fight him, but not under these circumstances. I mean, he's got to get a win. He's got to get a win. He's got to get a win. No question about it.
Yeah, well, Josh Taylor's undisputed, and he'll be looking for big money fights. T.O.'s stock just halved easily, if not went into a third of what it was.
Yeah.
So the fight ain't going to be worth a hell of a lot to Taylor. I can't see him taking it.
No, not under these circumstances. Not under these circumstances. I mean, he might take it for money, but I think he's looking for bigger fights. He's looking to fight people with belts, one would imagine. But if the price is right, yep.
I'll bet you Bob Arum will be pushing to make that fight, though. Not only so he can double dip, but to teach Teofimo a lesson after the shenanigans that he pulled prior to this fight.
Easily. I think Barbarian would be more than happy to make that fight. Yeah, teach him a lesson. Absolutely. Yeah, totally. I could totally see that. Maybe Tank takes the fight against Teo. Tank, Teo. Tank, Teo. Does Teo want to fight? Does Tank want to fight Teo? Is Teo gonna go down when he's having troubles already? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Teo wants to go down. He's already having problems.
I think Tank definitely want that fight after seeing that, but Teo, I think with the attitude he's got, I think he's arrogant enough to take it. I think he's arrogant enough to take it as long as it's at a higher weight than 135. I don't think it'll be what might be a 138 catch weight or something like that. But yeah, I'd like to see it. I don't like either of the guys at the moment with their arrogance and what star power they think they have. So, but if the fight did happen, I'd like to see Tank knock Teo out, just because of his attitude.
Yeah, it's a tricky one for me because inside the ring up until now, I have enjoyed Teofimo's fighting.
Yes, me too.
I think he's a talented guy, and I hope that he can get back. I hope that he can get back to what he was, a dedicated boxer. Because I do think he's a special talent. But you know, talent is only you're only as good as the work you put in boxing. Talent's only one component. You're only as good as the work you put in. Because you can get out skilled if you're not refining your skills. And that's what we saw last night. He needs to get the people back that he got rid of, his training team. He needs to make it as strong as possible, not as weak as possible. His dad gives terrible advice. He needs to get back his A-team ASAP. Big Boys Boxing.
Yep, definitely. Getting rid of Gamash was a terrible mistake. I don't know what brought that about. But I'm suspecting that it's back to the arrogance again. You know, we from Brooklyn, we don't need nothing from nobody. And yeah, we just seen where that got you. You're only as good as your last opponent, and right now, Teo ain't very good.
Yeah, it's very sad, very sad. I like Teo in the ring. Unfortunately, he's got a bad influence in his dad outside of the ring. I hope they can get humble because there's a lot of talent there, and if he can rededicate himself somehow, rededicate himself and get back to where he was, get back to who he was, then I think we've got years of entertainment left out of Teofimo Lopez. But if he doesn't do that, then I'm afraid he's just going to be another guy who fell victim to fame.
Yeah, it's sad. I really do hope he can come around too, because he's a very entertaining fighter to watch in the ring, and it'd be a shame to see him go down that road like a Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. That would be terrible. That would be sad. I hope for his own good that he can sort himself out. He's got marital issues. Wife has left him with their newborn son. So gotta learn his plate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
First I heard of that.
Yeah. So he's got to learn his plate. I hope he can sort it out. I hope he doesn't waste his talent because it's only got a short window. Sportsman's life is a short. Sports life is a very, very short one. I hope he can sort it out and get back to the Teo that once entertained us. Not this version, the other version, the previous version. Let's try Eric again. Eric, any luck? Any luck, Eric? No, Eric is struggling, fighting with the technology. Let's see if his father. was just feeding the ego and making things worse. Absolutement. Kambosos proved me wrong. Yeah, proved everybody wrong. The Aussie, what do they call him? The Greek Aussie came to fight. And fight he did, toe to toe with Teo. Strong chin as well. Yeah. And that 10th round, I thought he was finished. Looked like he was out on his feet, but that geezer there, when preparation meets opportunity. That's what it was. Preparation met opportunity, and he grabbed it with both hands. Fair play to the fella. Philip, his father, is living through his son. It's okay to live through the son so long as you're giving the son the proper instruction. I think that George's dad was enjoying himself too. But he was getting good instruction. George was getting good instruction, and Teo was not. The RF boxing laptop ain't playing games, or is playing games. Okay, so what else was I going to say? Where is it? I've got another window open. Steve Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. Did you watch that one, Big Boys Boxing?
I did. It was straight after. It was an awesome fight as well. A great war. Stephen Fulton landing the sharper punches, not as many of them. But Brandon Figueroa walking through everything, not stunned at all throughout the whole fight, throwing heavy body shots all night. It was just awesome to watch. I scored it 115, 113 Fulton myself, but I could have seen a draw. I just couldn't have seen a Figueroa win. But I wouldn't have argued with a draw either. Great fight.
Yeah, one hell of a fight. One hell of a slobber knocker, as we say. It was toe-to-toe, head-to-head. A lot of inside work. It was a hell of a fight. I would recommend, for those who haven't watched it, I would recommend you watch it, because it was a one hell of a scrap. Can't score it because I wasn't scoring it, but I looks of things without actually scoring it. It looked like Fulton edged it to me. I've heard some people say they gave it to Figueroa. I can't really see that. A draw maybe at the most, but me personally, looked like Fulton got the better, just edged out Figueroa. Any more thoughts and observations on that one? Big boys. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Technique was the winner of that fight, I thought. Figueroa did throw a hell of a lot of punches, a lot of heavy shots, but he missed a lot of shots at the same time. A lot of wide, desperate kind of looking shots. He was getting a bit tired by the looks of it. But Fulton, early on in the fight, I was thinking if Figueroa keeps with these body shots like he is, Fulton's surely going to crumble. But credit to the man, his conditioning was up to par, and he managed to pull it out the whole way through. So, yeah, that was just a great fight to watch. And I don't usually like these little as much, but that was good.
Yeah. Same here. I don't really like the little fellas good, but sometimes there's some proper little slobber knockers down there. Some proper little slobber knockers. What's this? We got Tone up in the building. Teo looked flat. He was hitting air for most of the fight. His pops seemed a bit immature and toxic. From the outside looking in, we can all see what Teo needs to do. It's a tricky one from him. I don't think he's that tricky. He just needs to go back to the winning formula. Get his team back and get the formula back. They know what the formula is. Go back to the winning formula. They know what it is. What's going on here?
I know he's his dad, but he's got to get rid of his dad. Dude's got a mentality of a bloody 12-year-old. Excuse the language.
Yeah, he needs to maybe stay in management, but stay out of the gym. Just move away a little bit. Just give the kid a little room to breathe. You're not helping. You're not helping Teo Senior. You're really not helping. I don't see him getting rid of his dad, but I do hopefully see him getting his team back, getting the proper team back, getting the A team back. Can't be getting rid of your staff just because you beat a pound for pound guy. That's not the pinnacle. The pinnacle, it is a pinnacle, but that's not the end, the be all and end all. That's just the beginning of the journey. Teo and his pops were acting like they got there, they got to the promised land. No, that's just the beginning of the journey, not the end.
Or even if it was the promised land, you know, those people got him there. Just wouldn't you want to keep them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't, you know, you stay who got you with to the dance. Stay with the people who got you to the dance, unless they messed up. And I don't see that they messed up. They never messed up. You just got rid of them.
Crazy.
Yeah, mad. When the corner has to lie to the fighter just to motivate the fight, well, I just think they were blowing smoke up his ass. They were blowing smoke up his ass. It didn't benefit him at all. I think he would have benefited more from the truth. So, you know, a corner like that is utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. His pops is the kind of man to start a fight during a church service. OMG. Kambosos should give Teo some of his own medicine and not give him a rematch. Let him stew. I don't think they want the rematch. Teofimo Senior said they don't want the rematch. They want to head up to 140. Are you all Aussies? Do we come from the land down under? Yeah, we reporting live from Queensland. Live from Queensland. Okay. What is it? What, the Gold Coast? Is that the Gold Coast? Some of the most expensive beachfront properties. Am I right? The Gold Coast.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, we're not reporting from there, unfortunately. But hey, what do you say? Okay, so you know that's it really. That's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Teo. The crazy fight, the fight that the victor that no one expected to be a victor. The crazy, you know, this is like a morality tale. This is like a morality tale. It's like a tale of the guy who full of talent, and sat back on his laurels. And this is a tale of what happens when you do that. It's like a morality tale.
Yep, karma wins the day.
Yeah, you just can't sit back on your laurels. You can't think that you got a bit of talent, so now you can sit. That's truth.
Teofimo got the rough end of the pineapple there, mate.
Throw another shrimp on the barbie, mate. Oh, God. And much appreciation goes out to the Aaron Daly, who becomes a sponsor of the show with a donation. Much appreciated donation, sharing the love as I won big on Kambosos. That's what we like. We're not trying to push anybody to gambling, but if you do come up, if your numbers does come up, then don't be afraid to share some of that love. Don't be afraid to share some of that love.
I've heard of a few people who predicted Kambosos to win and they put money on it. I know of one person in particular got $1,700 out of a small bet. So there are people out there who did pick it. Well done to them. Well, I wasn't one of them, unfortunately. Damn it.
Neither was I. I didn't see it coming. But then I didn't see Teofimo Lopez coming in the ring with that mindset and that attitude, like he was up against a nobody. Can't do that to this level. You will come up a cropper. You will.
Usually when someone says they're going to come in and knock him out in the first round or second round or something, it's usually a little bit of a front, to try and get them to think they're going to be that aggressive so they can catch them or something. But he did what he said he was going to do, come out guns blazing. And I think even the rest of the fight, he was so inaccurate because he put so much into that first round that he was partially gassed from the start of the fight. So, not clever.
Yeah, not good at all. Not good at all. It was pretty rough going. I wanted Teo to win. I do like Teo inside of the ring, but he just flipped the script. Nobody could have predicted that he would flip the script. If I knew he was going to come in with that mentality, I'd have put a couple of Australian dollars on on Kambosos. I'd have put a couple.
You would have got the bag.
Yeah, I'd have put a couple of Aussie dollars on Kambosos. But hey, this is boxing. This is why it's so thrilling. We see some crazy things in the ring, some unexpected things in the ring, and that was highly unexpected. Teofimo Lopez is going to have plenty of time to eat some humble pie. He's going to have ample time to eat some humble pie and lick those wounds because that was a nasty cut, and that's going to take some healing.
Yep, sure is. I don't think we'll see him in the ring for a good 4 months at least.
Yeah.
At the very least, but maybe even 6.
I think 6. I think 6.
Yeah. And now it's Stone Me Flaming Craze. We've got the highest achieving Australian boxer in all of history emerges this weekend.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But congratulations to our Aussie, to our Greek Aussie compatriot. And Big Boys Boxing, that brings us to the end of the show. 1 hour 17. I think we've entertained the people sufficiently, plenty. And it's good of you to jump on.
No worries, mate. Always a pleasure. I hope everybody keeps safe and well, and we'll catch you all next time. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe on your way out.
Much appreciation. And that was the Big Boys Boxing. He's got his own channel. Don't be afraid to go and say hi. He don't bite. Okay. So what we got here? How does Tim Zoo feel? Is he jealous that Kambosos is stealing his sunshine? Stealing his Australian sunshine? I really don't know. Maybe they can share it. Teo is now exposed. Well, I don't know. I think he can come back. I hope he can come back. He's entertained us in the past, and if he gets his shizzle together, then he can entertain us again in the future. I just hope he gets his stuff together and get his team back, get his staff back, get the team back, and entertain us again like he once did. But he's gonna have to put his what is it? Put your shoulder to the wheel. Is that what they say? Yeah. He's gonna have to put his shoulder to the wheel. He's gonna have to get his dad to calm down, step back a little bit, get his team back, and get back to doing what he does best, and that's entertain us. You have to heal up. That's a deep gash. That's almost a Tyson Fury-esque gash against Otto Wallin. He had to go straight to the hospital. There was no post-fight press conference. Both Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos both got whisked away to the hospital. Got whisked away to the hospital. Plenty of sunshine for both of them. Absolutement. Both of them got whisked away to the hospital. It's a tough fight. Lost my train of thought. Thread. Hey, call it what you will. Okay, so it's a Sunday edition of the weekend wrap-up. Okay, much appreciation to everybody who jumped on the panel. Who did we have? We had the ERF boxing and we had the Big Boys boxing. Much appreciation to them. And then, of course, everyone who took the time out of their day to come and share it over here, the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. I've done a video on this topic, so feel free to go check it out. Hit that like button. If you've not enjoyed the show but not hit the like button, then feel free to hit the like button. And OMG, almost forgot the poll. Almost forgot the poll. Needs to put his dad to the cheese grater. OMG. Yeah, we almost forgot the poll. But we don't want to do that. Okay, let's have a look at the poll. So the question was, what next for Teo? Rematch, 18%. Moving up to 140, 82%. End poll now. Okay, so we got that up in there. And I think we've done everything that we came to do, that I came to do. But so let's finish off on the crazy. Let's finish off on the crazy KO that we saw in Triller. And it was Kubrat Pulev versus Frank Mir. Let's finish off on this madness. Kubrat Pulev setting up the Frank Mir. Boom, boom. Okay. Frank Mir out on his feet. OMG. It ain't good at all. And Dan Murgliata just standing there. What's he standing there for? What's he waiting for? Right. Uppercut misses, but the left hook does not. And still, Murgliata just standing there. He was a real statue. Who was the real villain of the piece here? Dan Murgliata. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Shannon Briggs' voice. Belatedly, Dan Murgliata steps in. You're my madman. Okay, so that was the maddest thing, apart from the Lopez performance of the weekend. Okay, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit all the good buttons. Yeah. And thanks for joining us. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we are not quite out. Yeah, I think expect a Monday edition. Should you expect a Monday edition? I think you can expect a Monday edition of the Boxing Talk with Rafi. If not the Monday, then definitely the Tuesday. So stay tuned. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we are out. Blessed.